Have you ever wondered if cicadas, those noisy, seemingly harmless insects, could actually be world-dominating microbots? Quite an outlandish thought, isn't it? But in a world where reality often surpasses fiction, perhaps it's not as ludicrous as it sounds. Now everyone is familiar with cicadas. They're those loud bugs that every few years emerge from the ground in droves, filling the air with their distinct, almost deafening song. They're as much a part of a hot summer's day as the sweltering sun or a cool glass of lemonade. But have you ever stopped to question why they're so noisy, or why they only appear every few years? On the surface, cicadas seem like just another part of the natural world. A simple insect living out its life cycle. But what if there's more to their story? What if their loud songs aren't just for communication or mating, but serve a more nefarious purpose? And their periodic emergence? Could it be a calculated strategy for something bigger? Now, we're not saying cicadas are the bad guys here, they're just insects after all. But what if they're not just insects? What if they're microbots designed to look and act like cicadas but with a hidden agenda? Sounds like something straight out of a science fiction novel, doesn't it? But in a world where technology is advancing at an unprecedented rate, is it really so far-fetched? In this age of information, it's critical to question, to probe, and to think beyond the obvious. What if the cicada's noisy serenade is actually a coded message? Or their sudden mass emergence an orchestrated invasion? Are they really just harmless insects, or could they be the harbingers of a world dominated by microbots? These are thought-provoking questions, aren't they? But, don't worry, we're not leaving you hanging. Now brace yourself as we delve into a world where cicadas might not be what they seem. What if cicadas are not just insects but sophisticated microbots programmed for a larger purpose? Now I know what you're thinking, that's crazy, cicadas are just bugs. But bear with me for a moment, and let's dive into this theory. First, let's understand what microbots are. These are tiny robots, often not larger than a speck of dust, designed to perform certain tasks. They could be used for anything from medical procedures to surveillance, and they are almost undetectable to the human eye. Now imagine a cicada. They're everywhere, especially during the summer months. Their incessant buzzing a familiar soundtrack to our lives. But what if that buzzing isn't just noise? What if it's communication? What if each cicada is a microbot, disguised perfectly as a harmless insect, carrying out tasks that we aren't even aware of? Cicadas are the perfect cover. They're common, they're expected, and no one would think twice about their presence. But underneath that exoskeleton could be a sophisticated piece of technology, programmed to observe, to collect data, to communicate with a larger network of similar microbots. Think about it. Cicadas spend most of their lives underground, emerging only after years of seclusion. This could be the perfect time for maintenance, for upgrades, for reprogramming. And when they emerge, they do so in massive numbers, creating a swarm of surveillance devices that we would never suspect. The potential for such a network is staggering. It could be used for data collection, for surveillance, even for manipulation of our environment. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? And while it's just a theory, the possibility is there. So the next time you hear the buzzing of cicadas, stop and listen. Is it just the sound of summer, or is it something more? Could it be the hum of millions of microbots working together in a silent, unseen network? It's a thought that's hard to shake once it's taken root. Imagine millions of microbots buzzing around us, a silent army in plain sight. You might think it sounds far-fetched, but could there be scientific evidence supporting this theory? Let's explore the world of microbots first. These tiny machines, often no larger than a millimeter, are capable of performing tasks that bigger machines cannot. They can navigate through complex terrains, perform delicate operations, or even infiltrate and interact with biological systems. This is all possible thanks to advancements in nanotechnology, which allows us to engineer materials at the atomic and molecular level. But how could these microbots be disguised as cicadas, you ask? Well, cicadas are insects that have a unique life cycle, spending most of their lives underground, only to emerge in large numbers, filling the air with their characteristic buzzing sound. This behavior could provide an ideal cover for a swarm of microbots. Imagine, instead of living organisms, these are tiny machines designed to mimic the appearance and behavior of cicadas, emerging en masse to perform tasks unbeknownst to us. The question then arises, how could these cicada-like microbots be controlled? The answer lies in swarm robotics, a field that draws inspiration from the collective behavior of social insects. Swarm robots are designed to work together, communicating and coordinating their actions to achieve a common goal. They can adapt to their environment and react to changes in real time, making them incredibly versatile. This technology could hypothetically be applied to our cicada microbots, allowing them to operate as a collective unit, much like a natural cicada swarm. Finally, we must consider the implications of merging technology with nature. On one hand, it opens up a world of possibilities, from environmental monitoring to disaster response. But on the other hand, it raises concerns about privacy, security, and the potential for misuse. The line between the natural world and the man-made one is becoming increasingly blurred, and the cicada microbot theory serves as a stark reminder of this fact. What if every buzz you hear is not just a call of nature, but a signal being transmitted? A world overrun by microbots hidden as cicadas, what could that mean for us? Imagine, if you will, a world where the familiar summer chorus of cicadas is not just a sign of the season, but a subtle indication of a surveillance network. A network that has infiltrated every corner of the globe. We're talking about a world where our most private moments could be watched by countless microscopic eyes, veiled behind the innocent facade of nature's own creatures. The implications are as vast as they are chilling. Privacy as we know it would become a relic of the past. There would be no corner of the earth free from the watchful gaze of these microbots. Our homes, our parks, our most secluded sanctuaries, all could be invaded by these tiny intruders, recording our every move, every word, even our very thoughts, if the technology advances far enough. And control, who would have control of this army of cicada bots? Could it be a rogue nation, a nefarious corporation, or even a single individual with the power to manipulate the world at their fingertips? The potential for misuse is staggering, leading to a world where power is concentrated in the hands of the few, a new world order dictated by those who control the cicadas. Moreover, consider the military implications. Each cicada, not just a spy, but a potential soldier. Could they be weaponized, used to carry out covert operations undetected? Could a swarm of cicadas become the new face of warfare, their song the harbinger of destruction? These are the questions we must consider, the fears we must confront. We are standing on the precipice of a world where nature and technology merge in unfathomable ways, where the boundaries between the organic and the artificial blur and disappear. In this new reality, could we ever trust a cicada's song again? We've journeyed through a world where cicadas are more than just noisy insects, but potential microbots. So, where does this leave us? It's time to take a step back and reflect on what we've uncovered. We started by introducing the cicada microbot theory, a theory that challenges our understanding of these widespread creatures. Rather than being just a background noise in our summer evenings, we've posited that cicadas could be a hidden swarm of microbots, silently observing and possibly influencing the world around us. It's a theory that's out there, yes, but isn't it fascinating to consider? Then we dug into the science that could potentially support this theory. We talked about the intricate mechanisms that could be hidden within the cicada's small body, the advanced technology that could make this possible, and the signs that something more could be at play. We explored how the cicada's life cycle, their mass emergences, and their peculiar behaviors might not just be natural phenomena, but rather a well-orchestrated operation. And finally, we pondered the implications of such a cicada microbot takeover. What would it mean for our privacy, our security, and our understanding of the world? We questioned how this could change our relationship with nature and technology, and how it could reshape the future. It's been a journey of questioning, of challenging what we know, and of daring to think differently. And that's the key takeaway here. Whether or not you believe in the cicada microbot theory, we hope this exploration has sparked your curiosity and encouraged you to question the world around you. Because after all, isn't that what makes life interesting? The mysteries, the uncertainties, the thrill of the unknown? So keep that spirit of inquiry alive. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep challenging your perceptions. Remember, in a world buzzing with cicadas, every buzz could be more than it seems. Stay curious, stay vigilant, and keep questioning.